If you happen to be here in Laurel Park on a Sunday afternoon, chances are you'll see a group of people in this field engaged in medieval style combat. The group was formed around learning more about this type of fighting, complete with costumes and weapons. Take a look. Ryan Tucker is the chapter president of the Dagorhir Fighting in Conway. And Ryan, for viewers who don't know, what exactly is Dagorhir Fighting?
Well, Dagorhir was started in the 1970s in Washington, D.C. By a guy named Brian Weiss, and he had read Lord of the Rings and had went to see the 1970s version of Robin Hood, Robin and Marion.
Okay. And
he got to kind of thinking, you know, wow, wouldn't it be really cool if we could actually have these battles that he'd been reading about, that he had seen on the screen. And so what he decided to do was he got a group of friends, he did some radio ads and everything like that, and he said, come out and, you know, do this, we're going to try this medieval fighting. And what his idea was to pad the equipment and not the players. So everything we use is safety padded out.
And that's a little bit different than, I mean, some things the players are like Michelin Man, but they're using like real weapons.
Right.
But this time the weapons are the padded thing.
Right. We pad the weapons, not the players. So it makes the price point a little easier to enter into. You don't have to go get full armor and everything like that. It's actually grown over the years. Discovery Channel recently did a piece. That's actually where we heard about it.
Okay.
And it's actually nationwide. It's actually moving into other countries now.
Wow. That is so great. So you saw the piece on the Discovery Channel and you thought it'd be something you'd like to get into?
Right. I had a friend, he TiVo'd it one day.
What got you involved in doing this?
Actually, my friend Ryan Tucker, we saw it on the Discovery Channel on Recreation Nation, and we thought it'd be a really fun activity to get our friends together and get together and try this out. So it's kind of experimental at first, and then it's grown. So
yeah, it's really grown, and you guys are all costumed up. You've got your weapons. I mean, this probably takes the majority of your Sunday to get ready and then get here. And
yeah, very much so. You have to get up early and get everything ready, get garb ready, and make sure you have everything checked out, and then we have to get here and start early to make sure everybody's okay and weapons checks are good and stuff like that. So yeah, it's an all-day event for sure, but it's totally worth it.
Okay, tell me about the costuming. You make this or you buy it? You can do either?
Yeah, you can do either. I can't sew
I can't
for
either.
anything, so my friend James Moore, his wife, actually sewed this for me.
Okay.
And then these are actually just scrub bottom pants like the nurses wear. So it's really cheap to go together, but you can see from out here, you can get as elaborate or as simple as you want with it. So
okay, tell me about the fighting. What am I going to see when you all start battling in a few minutes?
Sure. Well, the fighting is full contact, which means you're allowed to grapple, Greco-Roman high school style, throw people to the ground. You're allowed to bash into people with shields. You're allowed to kick shields open. It looks very physical, but everything that we do, the number one rule that we have is safety.
Okay.
So everything that we go through, we do really strenuous weapons checks, and we make sure that everything is safe for play. We have no problem rejecting something if it's unsafe. Okay. So we've never had an issue out here from an unsafe weapon or anything like that. That's something we're really proud of. But what you're going to see is you're going to see full-out swings. They don't tap. It has to be a blow that in real life, if you were using a real weapon, would actually cause a mortal wound.
Wow.
So that's kind of how things work. Everything's based on an honor system, though. You call your own hits. So, for example, if I was to take a hit in this arm, I would put this arm behind my back. I would drop whatever's in that arm.
Okay.
And if I was to lose a leg, I would actually kneel to the ground and have to go to my knees. And if you take a combination of any two limbs gone or a shot to the torso, then you're dead. We do not allow head hits with the swung weapons out here. We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're just out here to have a good time.
Alex, you have just recently joined this group. Tell me how you found out about Dagorhir Fighting.
Well, I first came here with my family at the park behind us, and we saw a whole bunch of guys sword fighting out here, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. So I walked up here and started getting information and just had to sign a waiver and got in. It was pretty cool.
Okay, so you instantly knew this was something that you were going to like. Talk about what keeps you coming back. I mean, this is a cold Sunday afternoon, and there's already a lot of you guys out here. What makes this so fun?
Getting to beat up people is pretty cool, but the whole medieval combat kind of stuff is what I've been wanting to do, and it's like paintball with swords.
Right.
So it intrigues me.
The Dagorhir Fighting Group meets here at Laurel Park every Sunday afternoon. They say they are always open to new members and spectators. We'll be right back.